And welcome back to the Outer Wilds. I am Duo, and I will be taking you by the hand and dragging you on a wonderful adventure today. In our last episode, we went to Brittle Hollow and checked out some bits and pieces of the Hanging City. It was a pretty neat time. I think we're going to head back there and see if we can find something out about this eye signal locator that we have been kind of peeking at. Let's see here. Gear options. Never seen that before. Ah, yes. That stuff. Never mind. Just a quick recap on our computer. Looks like we got a couple of new things. More than a couple of new things. Wow. Well, just a quick little recap. We went to an old settlement, had some murals about where they came from. You know, this was a Nomai vessel that caught a signal. The dark bramble ensnared this Nomai vessel. They sent out 3 life pods. One got to the Hourglass Twins, one got to Brittle Hollow, and one got trapped in the dark bramble by the looks of it. Escape pod 1 was right there. Yep. The vessel is what the Nomai came into the system in. They were looking for the Eye of the Universe. Escape pod 3 never made it out of the bramble. Oof. There's still one somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. They're trying to find an eye-shaped signal, which is that they're calling the Eye of the Universe. But they ended up abandoning this settlement because it was, a little unstable, as you may recall. We had pieces of it falling off while we were trying to explore. That's when they went to the Hanging City. And oh boy, we haven't even cracked the top layer of this yet. We will have to spend some time there, but today I want to find... Oh, where is that locator? It's in the Southern Observatory. Rebecca set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. They're excited. They're terrified. He's an archaeologist who's excited and terrified. He's just going to kind of hang out there. Let's see. Rebecca says you can't get into the observatory from the surface. They tried, but there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. I do actually recall seeing a sign saying to this, I think it was the Southern Observatory, I could be wrong, when we were by that Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Maybe that's where I'm going to go ahead and start my investigation today. We're suited up, we're buckled up, and away we go. Huh, there it is. Didn't even have to break out the map. Landing mode from a mile away. 2 miles away, technically, I guess. As long as I don't hit that thing. And more or less hit my target right away. Ooh. That's luck. Get my suit on, and here we go. Let's try that again. Yep, they're talking about the trees moving, but that's not what we're here for. Yeah, I think here's where I saw it. Yeah, there it is. got a strange feeling that this one's going to be harder to get to as more of the planet is missing, so I think doing it at the beginning is probably the wise thing to do. So that would carry me over there and drop me in the hole. That's going to shoot me up, and maybe I can get into one of those? Let's see. Preparing to fire. Fire the duo cannon. Whee! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oof. Perfect. Literally perfect. Nothing to see here. Let's see. Am I still heading? Yeah, I'm heading in that direction. Kind of towards that glacier thing over there. Got a gravity crystal wall. There we are. Gravity's now sideways. Forget everything you know. And just as the usual presence of these little crystal guys would suggest, that's a lot of ghost matter. We're sideways, but I'm gonna have to jump it. This can only end well. Alrighty. A hop, and a skip, and a I messed up. Alrighty, class. We are on the edge of the system. We've only been here right at the end of a couple of different respective playthroughs, watching the sun blow up, or getting destroyed by some kind of rock. So this time we are here of our own volition. This looks like a neat little station right outside of the white hole. Is there anything to see here? Oh, no. Let's not do that. No signs or anything. Just gonna go right in. Just move this. Yep, and that acts like a little switch. I guess we're moving it with our minds, maybe? Or so I like to think. Alrighty. This looks awfully like that white one that we saw earlier on Timber Hearth in the Nomai Ruin. Except the waves are coming inward. I bet they're related. From Poke. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. So they're in line when I can look up and see whatever body I'm warping to. So in this case, this tower is in tune with the Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. Yep, not much going on here though. Looks like it even has a little progress meter on our rotation, and we are not rotating. I think there's probably something to get the ball rolling down here. Literally, we are getting the ball rolling. It's a miracle any of these trees are still alive. I might have been gone for a hot minute at least. See there, it's rotating. I'm going to pick up this projection stone and see what... Yep, here we are. We are on the other side. Departure time 378. 34105. Arrival time 378-34104. So we're that's 10th, 100,000th, 10,000th. We are 100,000th second ahead or behind the time that we left. Or ahead of the time we left, I guess. Strange stuff. Here's a jetpack. Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to schlep across the planet to the ship if I can't use my jetpack, so I'm leaving this here. I checked with my little scout. I do too use it, Hornfells, you burnt marshmallow. And the scout's integrity reading said this piece of Brittle Hollow is as stable as any, but who knows? If the fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, well, wherever you're reading this note, I'm sure you've got bigger problems. Eek. The hanging city below 50 meters. I am nowhere near where I started. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped over here from the Whitehall station. Me too. On the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole, our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. Poke. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're still reading this. Poke. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to Whitehall Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Oh. Don't tell Cassava. Oh, look down. There we go. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower. Although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Yeah, most people try to avoid that, I would say. So we got another projection stone. Let's see what we have from the Ember Twin. Oh. From Pi, Remy and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. So they're going back in time by that 100,000th of a second. As I've already told Remy, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Remy, Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke. The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. So they found something, alright. Is it time travel? I don't disagree. It would mean that I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We'd have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Remy, yes, I hope so too. Okay, I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? Sounds like there is some stuff to see there. Let's see what's on the Ember Twin. Oh yeah, and there's the Ash Twin circling around. This is just out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. Weird stuff. Alrighty, I think we've gotten a little sidetracked. Let's see if we can get back and check out that observatory. My ship should be pretty close to it. Maybe this time I won't fall while trying to avoid death. Or, you know, ghost matter. Nailed it. Alright, we gotta run a little faster. Time is certainly not our ally. And to the duo cannon we go. And away! Oof. Probably should have landed in the teleporter thingy. Oh well, you live, you learn. Or you die, you know. Gently. As you can see by my little indicator in the top left corner, I am hurting. So if I botch any of these landings, oh, that'll be my last for this cycle. Until we go back in time and pretend it never happened. Whoop, whoop, and whoop. There we go. So we're back here again. There's a platform right there. I should have known. So this lets us safely get around. And we're here in this beautiful grove full of trees, and there's still a black hole looming beneath us. Par for the course when you're hanging out on Brittle Hollow, I guess. Oh Christ, oh Christ. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Oh boy. No! I refuse. You can get me once, black hole, but you can't get me twice. Okay, I'm really hurting. I wonder if I can eat a marshmallow for life restoration. Also, good to see you again, Ryback. Oh wow, I'm fully healed. Magical life-restoring marshmallows. What will they think of next? So I think there's a little teleporter platform here. That'll get me back to the crossroads. Hopefully before everything goes hideously awry. I think I'm already starting to lose some of my footholds. But it's alright, I've got full health from eating delicious magic space marshmallows from a can. Alrighty, duo cannon, third shot. Fire! Ooh, that saved me pretty good. Stop catching me, Gravity Crystal. Senpai, don't notice me. I'm out of fuel. And things are not looking so good for the rest of the planet. Oof, I should have gotten some back when I was at Ryback, because he's got a friendly fuel canister there. Oh well, you live, you learn. You eat ice, you try not to die. I am out of fuel. Oh boy. This is quite the predicament I've gotten myself into. But maybe, just maybe, I can make it into this thing. Just beat the crap out of myself. Get onto this. This is grav plating, right? Oh no. Oh no. There's the white hole. So black holes and white holes are linked. Alrighty. That was frustrating. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this episode out a little bit. Normally I'd kind of end it if I died near the end of a cycle, but tut, that is not satisfying. Man, am I getting comfortable with black holes and jetpacks. Oh. This time I woke up gasping for breath, so maybe the way you die influences how you wake up. Not to get morbid, but I wonder if it would sound any different if I, you know, got crushed or, I don't know, what other methods of death there are. Imagine drowning would sound the same as suffocating. Maybe getting killed by ghost matter. Feels like it should be over here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Landing mode engage from Lord knows how far away. Can I slow down faster than I'm approaching the planet? Yes, the answer is yes. Can I avoid getting hit by an angry moon over there? The answer is also yes. Lucky. Perfect. Oh god, I forgot my suit. Oh boy. Whew. Could have died if I was out there any longer. Well, if I'm spinning it positively, at least it's a new cycle, and we're gonna have all the time to get to the observatory with as many platforms as we can. Alrighty, new cycle, duo cannon, fire! Get in the beam of light. There we go, that's gorgeous. Didn't get hurt too badly there. Not even showing any red on my little person monitor there. Must not even be full 2 minutes in the cycle, and I'm already back to where I have fallen before. Now stay. Jump. Don't fall. Good. Alrighty. One more time for all the beans. We can do it. Just anchor your feet to the ground when you land, boy. That must be the way in. Hello, eye locator, here I come. Huh. Is this where the eye tracker is? Must be. Huh. Well, let's start at the beginning, I guess. From Cassava, Kanoi, Daz and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one of them somehow sank beneath the current. So that must be the thing I see shooting at the beginning of each cycle, an orbital probe cannon. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We'd thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? From Kanoi, my gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at the Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. This must be... Giant's Deep is going to be the... Oh, lots of water, there's tornadoes. It's very much like one of the planets in our own solar system. Is it Jupiter? I always get my planets mixed up, but lots of storms all the time. Very, very ugly. Kasava, Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? Kanoi, if you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator, which is right where we landed, I think. Whoa. We're in space. This is on Giant's Deep? Maybe it's floating. Maybe this is part of the thing orbiting around Giant's Deep. Hard to say. Fascinating. So let's take a look at this diagram here to see how things might sink below an ocean current that's so strong that it repels everything. Almost everything. Kasava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. So how did it happen there, Conway? Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Kasava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. From Kasava, my gratitude spire. Kanoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by the secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. You know what, I can understand that sometimes you want to do it. It's pushing me down. This is lifting me up. I can fly! Much of these thingies, but let's read the text first. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe, Kanoi posits? Plume. Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. Pivot. The locator we built on the Idle Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye signal. Haven's hypothesis: the eye has stopped emitting its signal. Kasava, suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Plume. Kasava, how can you suggest that? The eye signal called out to summon us to this star system. Kasava, I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Malo. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. That would mean the eye is located within a finite, but albeit enormous range. So it's in the orbit, but could be anywhere. Could be very far. Could be very near. Kanoi, how should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? From Mala, we know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Havens, we need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Kasava, Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting, as quantum moons often do. Havens, yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Pivot. As we couldn't find the eye signal using two devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Kasava, Malo's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching the probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Kanoi, I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? I think Raimi and Pi were the ones who were talking about the black and white holes, time discrepancies. How you enter a black hole and exit the white hole a second before you entered the black hole. Weird stuff. So this is the symbol for the Hourglass Twins. 2 planets, sand in between them. Let's swoop this up and see what we get. So that's the sun. That's the 2 planets in orbit, and I bet that's reflective of where they are right now. That one adds Timber Hearth to the mix. Here we are on Brittle Hollow, right there. Do you see the Angry Moon? I want to see the Angry Moon. You can actually see that. No, you can't. Oh, and that was my ankles. Oh boy, they're not supposed to bend that way. Can't see the moon. Oh well. Giant's Deep. Way out there. Dark Bramble. Even further out there. And there's that symbol again, which I'm going to assume is the Eye of the Universe. So it spans out a super wide distance. There's a signal there, a signal there, a signal there. It's everywhere. At an obscenely large distance, which means, of course, they have no idea where exactly it is. Huh. So the next method they used was using probes, by the sounds of it, on Giant's Deep, where tornadoes were sucking up parts and spitting them into the atmosphere or down into the core. Neato. I am really looking forward to checking that out. I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. And that the ship went down, and I didn't sustain any bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would have barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found any way inside the structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm gonna head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. Ah, that's our friend Ryback. He trips on a gravity crystal, and ends up on a little platform on the crossroads. This must be his ship. Does he even have a cockpit on this thing? Oh, it's on the top as opposed to the front like ours. Fascinating. Oh god, I'm out of fuel. Oop. Better get back to the ship. Give me that fuel. We have learned a bunch of things about the Whitehole Station, its warp point on the Northern Glacier, the High Energy Labs where some experiments are going on. Finally saw the Southern Observatory and the tornado simulation. Talking about the 2 different cyclones. And this has the big question mark of the orbital probe cannon. I think we need to check this out. Alrighty. We'll come back and explore the rest of the Hanging City later, just to get a change of pace, check out a different planet for a little bit. I think we're going to have a great time on Giant's Deep and all of its wonderful storms. Assuming I don't get... No? Let me check something out real quick before I leave. There's an angry moon here, the Hollow's lantern. I want to see if we can land on it. Where are you? Just want to land on you. Seeing all the rocks it's angrily launching off. Okay. Let's look at you from a little further away now. There you are. Looks like there is a little bit of land on there. Let's see if I can do this without exploding. There's some bigger craters, some smaller ones. It doesn't want me rotating that way, so I will rotate the other way. Just need to find a patch of rock big enough to set this down on. Looks like the lava is receding, so that should progressively become an easier task. Just don't touch the lava. Nailed it. This thing's spinning pretty fast through space here. Alrighty, things are about to get toasty. Let's see what we got here. Hey, astronaut's like, nope, back in the ship. Let's hover very gently. I think the balls only come out of these holes. The fireballs, that is. The balls. The ball just came out of this one, so maybe I can get in. Is there anything in there? Not that I can tell, but I'll just wait for it to eject another one. Nothing in there, but there's another one over here. Let's not stay in front of the aperture of that thing. I prefer not to roast my marshmallows again. Don't think there's anything in that one either. But if they're letting us land here like this, there has to be something, right? Maybe some writing that shows up on that area? I'm gonna check this one out. This one looks bigger. Sun's not too angry yet. There's the fireball, so I'm safe for like 5 seconds. Nothing appears to be in that one, so maybe that one? Thank you for bearing with me. I'm just super curious about this angry, angry moon. Stop rotating. God, don't get nuked by fireballs of the angry moon. It does not want me to get to this one. It's so tall and... There's something. Fireball. Had a feeling. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Not yet, anyways. Must be the symbol for the hollows of the lantern. Got communication with Timber Hearth. That's what they have to say. Friends in the Timber Hearth mines, the last type of ore you sent us survives the longest in the heat. Root, can you send us more of the same for additional testing? We're attempting to improve its durability, and our forge has already burned through everything you've sent. We'll deliver more ore to Hollow's lantern immediately. You must be fired up about crafting the Ash Twin Project's protective shell. Oh, so is this where they're forging it? Root. Yes, the idea of an encasement that's supernova-proof, however briefly, has kindled my curiosity. My gratitude. I imagine we'll also have an updated estimate soon of how much ore is needed to seal it off, the Ash Twin Project. Oh, will it be more than we initially thought? Rude. It'll be significantly more. The smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Especially if you're trying to protect it against a supernova. Eesh. Where is this? Oh, this is where we were earlier in the no mine mines. Mine 2B or whichever it was. Let's stumble off. Are there any more things for me to read? That's probably it. Just go up here real quick. Yep. Where's my ship? That is much... Oh god, oh god. Whew. It's almost the end of the cycle, but I don't want to go that way. Let's try this again. That sun looks awfully red, but let's see if we can at least get to Giant's Deep without careening through a black hole again. I could use the autopilot, but we are moving quick. Can't slow down. And welcome to Giant's Deep. Oh man. So much rain, tornadoes, look at these twisty fellas. Shoots you right up into space, along with your lunch and whatever's left of it. Let's see. We don't have a lot of time, but maybe we can find a traveler. That's a campfire. Listen to that rain. Hello, Gabriel. So he is our flautist, as far as travelers go. We found Ryback at the banjo. And, Esker of the whistle. And now we've got Gabriel of the flute. Nice. It's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. Yeah, man, me too. Something about dying over and over again just doesn't feel very, natural. What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, a time loop makes sense. Cool. You're taking this pretty well. Right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences. I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. Looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time has gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfels and asking if they died too. They thought I was being metaphorical. He asked if I was high. Even if I tell Hornfels about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different. Here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all my memories from that loop replay back to me. I'm pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, and the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. I replayed my memories like it had seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. Yeah, that happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? And the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So, no glowing statue, no time loop awareness? I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Anyway, that's what's new with me. But hey, this is your first solo voyage. Kind of. Let's talk about you, you know? How's space treating you? I found something. Nice. What you got for me? Found your quantum poem. Yeah, the one in the woods? I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? Works out to a good 24 poems. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of sculpture, creature sculpture, that just, like, shows up and scares the daylights out of me. That sounds like a horrible prank. Have you ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you? I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. How's space treating you? What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? Well, what are any of us doing here, really? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. And I tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. You're on a planet with cyclones and you're playing your flute on a hammock. You have an interesting definition of the words quiet and peaceful. I mean, it's usually peaceful and quiet. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then, less peaceful. Where should I explore on Giant's Deep? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it. Seeing as it's the island where I found my glowing Nomai statue. Get it? It was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the GABA relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with the 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway. You'll see. What's up with this planet? Huh. I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it? I gotcha. All Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current of waves beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked, so he tried 2 things. As for land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw down at the beach. You've seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in the water. less likely to kill you. Speaking from experience, where's your ship? That's a good question. It's definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. I hope it's not one of them. Me too, buddy. Are there travelers up there? Those two, huh? No sign of the band. Oh, maybe. Probably about this way. No. No dice. Oh, looks like we collided with that other one. Looks like that big set of rings. That was the one we saw in space earlier. Be pretty safe over here. Is that a landing pad? It's been... Yeah, that doesn't... I'm sure I could... Yeah, it looks like it's kind of fused with the other island. But it looks like I could probably still land there. This is a horrible idea. Oh boy. Welcome to space, folks. I love space camp. Tornadoes. Maybe it's some kind of shelter? Maybe they built shelter in case things get a little fricky with the tornadoes. So you remember how that island was kind of caught up with the other one? Yeah, I think when the tornado slammed the islands down, the two became one again, and I was in the middle of their island sandwich. Eesh. That was unpleasant. You live, you learn, you die. Over and over again. We march onward to our deaths every 22 minutes or less. But hey, that's half the fun of being in the Outer Wilds. I was Duo, your host on this glorious, death-filled adventure. I think in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and try to explore Giant's Deep a little bit more. Maybe we'll start poking around the orbital probe cannon. Maybe there's a lot of juicy information there. We'll have to see, but looking forward to it. But I'm going to call this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will certainly look forward to seeing you in the next video. Good day.